XVault Gaming video, XVault here, and today we're going to go over your next dose of the salty batch files here, but in this case,
Okay, all right. You say that every single time, but a lot of times it turns out just you being the salty batch, right?
we're looking at the reality of gaming, the direction of gaming, and of course, we're going to show a couple frauds here in regards to the whole
Yeah, literally, I'm looking at the title of his video, The Current State of Gaming and the Frauds in It for the Grift. Wow.
no dis, no buy, and forget PlayStation, essentially. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump to it. All right, and so just like
Okay, so here comes the second intro, right? And shout out to Never Be Game Over, right? He says, bald-headed losers. I tell you guys all the time, a lot of the fanboys are bald. Sony's done stressed out all the hair, man. That's what it's looking like, them poor hair follicles.
the opener was going over, I wanted to showcase what Matt Piscatella was stating there, and this was back in
I skipped the intro. Your intros are dog shit.
regards to the ROG Ally X, where in the beginning, the ROG Ally
The ROG Ally X. I haven't heard that shit in a minute.
X was having a fine moment, right? The enthusiasts will show up in droves right away, and then it quickly nosedives off
The question is, has the price raised for the ROG Ally X?
the cliff there.
Right? Shut up the bandit. Doesn't he look like DSP if DSP was bald? I don't know, right? I don't know if I'd say he looks like Phil, right? I mean, all I know is he looks goofy, right? He looks very goofy. I'll leave it at that, man.
Eventually, as far
Right?
as
Shout out the
sales
bandit. Not yet. That's what I'm saying. Like, from what I'm heard, the ROG Ally is a W at the price that it is now. Still the same price. That's a W.
expectations are. It's only going to be an enthusiast type of piece of hardware there, and we've seen that over the coming months after its initial release.
But what does this have to do with the state of gaming?
But that being said, what I wanted to lead that with is this other statement from him here in regards to the direction of Xbox as well. So keep this information in mind. Now, as you can see here, he states,
Oh, wow, he's really trying to make an Xbox bad
I
video.
think I've learned to just not post about this stuff, but I'm a glutton apparently, as we
Oh, why don't you show the timestamps? Wasn't this from like 3 weeks
all
ago?
are, right? Yes, but I would suggest a quiet quitting. Since Helix is a PC, they could say it supports physical via an add-on drive, but PlayStation Physical SW outsells XBX in the US by a multiple now far higher than the IB gap. This is reference to the Alana Pierce statement recently with the PlayStation
Oh, fuck her.
Physical
And mind you, this is on Blue Sky, buddy. What is he doing on Blue Sky?
aspect of things, right? And she stated, I think Xbox will also get rid of discs. So do I.
To be fair, I think they're going to get rid of this as well.
Been saying that. They don't care about a leg up on PlayStation and haven't for years.
Oh,
We need war.
So that's why he's reading this.
Both companies are actually actively competing with other streaming services and social media, aka Netflix, YouTube, etc., as well as digital services like Roblox, right? I think this is
But I thought this was the Salty Batch Files. What are we doing?
where gaming is headed as a whole. And as of the time of this recording this morning, it was announced that Grand Theft Auto is actually having its reveal moment through Netflix only, not on YouTube.
I mean, holy old news. Mind you, this video was from 4 days ago. Holy old news.
Nowhere else. This is via Netflix. And what is Netflix is Alana mentioned. That is a streaming service. So this is the reality of the situation that we are in, the direction of gaming as a whole, and those that are still
Oh, so this is the direction of gaming, so you can't get mad at PlayStation. Everybody's moving towards streaming.
fighting. And I understand, again, I understand why we are fighting for physical
Obviously you don't. You're already somewhat defending it.
and all the pros that go along with physical ownership and purchasing multiple storefronts.
Okay, but you're literally sitting here saying the industry is moving towards streaming. You just use Netflix showing the GTA trailer as like a way to combine that with gaming and streaming. Like you're just up here yapping.
etc., etc. I get that. I'm with you. I'm an advocate, like I've stated. But this is the reality of the situation for
You are not an advocate. You've been seething about everybody who's talking shit about it.
gaming as far
Anybody who's called out PlayStation, you've been seething about
as
it.
entertainment in general as well. But Matt Piscatella continues on here. But I find it quite amusing that people somehow think that Xbox is going to become the champion of physical media given the last 20 years.
Right? And shut up the heck. Right? He says, Filipino Friday. What up, Six? Listen, that's not a thing. That is not a thing. We're not even going to get into that again, right? But shut up the heck, Boogie. Even though he's in here in bad faith.
If you want physical support,
Is he really trying to console war?
Champion of physical media given the last 20 years. If you want physical support.
I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't say they're the champion of physical media, but at least they're doing that, the disc to digital thing, which the end goal is going to be digital. But if you have like a physical library, at least you will have a way to play it on the new device, right? If it comes out and it doesn't have a disc drive, which I think it's probably not going to have a disc drive, but at least they have something in place, right, for the physical games. Meanwhile, PlayStation has Nathan.
Buy a Switch 2, at least for now, right?
And they're going all digital as well.
I think they're going to follow suit eventually as well, just depending.
Their end goal is streaming. Don't get me wrong. I do think there's truth in that, right? And shout out to Raymond Webb. Literally play Xbox with a Fire Stick alone. I mean, you know, they hate options, right? They hate options, brother. Options is bad to the fanboys. Shout out to Raymond.
And, you know, that's just the direction. Once again, Daniel Ahmad additionally states, I've seen so many people say Xbox has a chance to become the #1 console platform by supporting.
We need war.
Oh, and he's mad about that.
Physical games, and it's like, how do I tell them? And that's just it.
How do I tell them?
You have those frauds, grifters, and shills trying to get you back on the bandwagon of Xbox.
Oh my God.
We need war.
But this is coming from the guy who's been trying to keep everybody on the bandwagon of PlayStation.
To be honest, even a couple times, I'm kind of glancing over there like, is this more of a safe bet because of all the missteps that PlayStation has been doing?
We need war.
Oh, shit, he's been looking over at Xbox.
Like, is Xbox finding its footing, though?
No.
Are they becoming a more enticing ecosystem as a whole, right? But then I take a pause.
Like I said, I think the one thing that they have going for them right now is that disc to digital plan, right? I don't know if they've rolled it out yet, but I do think that's a W for people who have like a physical library. At least they'll know they'll be able to play it, continue to play it.
Pause, and I'm like, what have they proven? What have they shown? Absolutely nothing. They have such a
I mean, they've showed more than PlayStation with the disc to digital.
far uphill battle that I don't trust them. I am not giving them
You don't trust them, but you trust PlayStation.
dime personally because I don't trust them. They have not proven anything to me, even with this Gears exclusive, Clockwork exclusive. Is it truly timed? Is it?
Whoa.
We need war.
Where the hell did that come from, right? Not this guy. See, this is what I mean about these salty batch files. Not this guy seething about the 1 to 2 console exclusives, right? Holy, isn't that what PlayStation do? 1 to 2 console exclusives?
Not. What else are they doing for the ecosystem? What is their
I mean, it looks like they're matching PlayStation.
path look like? What does their future look like? I do not want a PC. I do not want a PC. So if this Helix is ended up being
I mean, brother, at this point, you guys ain't gonna have a disk drive on your shit. All you guys have is a gimped-ass PC, right? Like, just wake up and smell the coffee.
more of a
All you have is a gimped-ass restricted PC.
than anything,
That makes you pay to access your internet. And shut up the Ice Viper. At least Xbox came out to communicate with the fans. Yeah, true. I mean, the disc to digital, like I said, I know the end goal is still you're turning it into a digital game, but at least you have a way to somewhat still access your games, right? PlayStation ain't said Nathan. I guarantee you if PlayStation stepped out with the disc to digital, all these guys would make videos so quick. And they'd be celebrating it. They'd be jumping through the street saying, oh, don't listen to the grifters who were saying that PlayStation's bad. They got you covered and everything. I'm just saying, right? Shout out to Ice Viper.
I don't want any part of it. Until the day I'm forced to go PC fully, for whatever reason, whatever the next gen consoles end up looking like and being, and that is our only option.
They're going to be weak gimped PCs.
I have choices to make at that point in time, but I am pushing off as far as I can to embrace PC gaming as a primary way to game for me, because to me, I do not like that experience. I've done it multiple times.
If it's on PC, no.
Right? And shout out to High Jinx. Big Show and Alex had one bald-ass man baby. I mean, dog, wicked fucking work, man. I'm telling you. Then he's got like this hook nose, this curveball, fat-ass nose. I mean, just wicked work. Wicked.
And it used to be my primary platform. I do not like to do
I doubt that. I highly doubt that you primarily used to play on PC.
But I just wanted to share that little piece there because that is where everything.
Yeah. And then you started coping and seething about the fucking console exclusives on Xbox. I don't know where the cope is other than from you.
Thing is at and headed. And these guys, these analysts and those that are in the thick of it more than you and I even.
Oh, fuck Matt Piscatella. And his fucking analysts are Alana Pierce, I should say, and Matt Piscatella. Fuck them. Anybody who's on Blue Sky, fuck them.
Looking at this from a factual lens. This is just where it is. So everybody upset. understand that Xbox is right on the cusp, right on the heel of doing the same stuff that PlayStation is doing, and I do foresee Nintendo doing the same thing. And I'm not saying that because it's like, oh, PlayStation's doing it, everybody else has got to do it. No.
That's exactly what you're doing. You're sitting here saying, yeah, PlayStation's doing it, but all the other consoles are going to do it too. That's exactly what you're doing.
It's just the way things are. I do see Nintendo eventually doing this. They will probably be the last platform to do this, but they will be doing it. So
to be fair, I think they're going to do it as well.
if you want to invest into a platform right now,
get on PC.
Understand that they are still going to follow that route. So whatever future-proof plan you have, you might want to come up with a better plan is all I'm trying to say there. Now,
and what plan is that, brother? He said a whole bunch of Nathan.
moving on, this is Asha here, right?
Asha.
I thought this was interesting because here she has a post stating, this summer we've expanded Xbox streaming to more than 150 million TVs and devices around the world because not everyone can afford dedicated gaming hardware. You know what? I agree with that. But
brother, where is the salt?
between the lines here, because not
Is Asha Sharma salty?
everyone can afford dedicated gaming hardware. What does that mean? That means more streaming purposes. That means being able to access your content, your games, through multiple devices, whether it be the TV you have, the smart TV you have, your iPad, your whatever. Trying to
Oh, okay, and what's wrong with that?
meet you where you are. That message for Xbox has not changed. Exclusives or not, or not. And again, we don't know if those are going to be more timed as time goes on. I still don't currently believe until
that's why he's still talking about the exclusives. Holy, right? Where is the salt? It seems like he's just salty that Xbox has some exclusives.
I'm proven otherwise.
But this is the guy who says exclusives matter.
I'm not saying it won't be, but until proven otherwise, I don't believe Gears E-Day and Clockwork and etc. are going to remain Xbox exclusives. They need that money, they need that income. They're still dropping these games day one on Game Pass, and that cannibalizes sales.
Oh, he's been listening to Lodo. That cannibalizes sales. Yeah, like it did with Expedition 33, right? Or Horizon. It cannibalizes sales.
The subscriptions aren't ramping up to where they need them to be. They've lowered the cost a little bit again on Game Pass to try to meet in the middle. Where are they getting their funds? You know, they need that.
You know, and I think the same question for us Soros, right? Where are they getting their funds, right? From what we've seen, that shit ain't selling Nathan.
Meet those, and people that are upset about shareholders and investors.
Right, and shout out to Sponge Leader, right? He says, Nintendo was the first to go digital because of the game key cards. That is true, right? That is true with the game key cards. I mean, the game key cards, from what I understand, right? You put the game key card in, and then that allows you to access the game digitally, right? But then you have to download it, right? Like, that's just like a fancy-ass digital. You know what I mean? I don't know. Crazy, man. Shout out to Sponge Leader.
And are like, it's always been that way, and this is the generation of it.
But to be fair, all of them have been pushing towards like not putting the full game on the disc, right? All of the corporations have been pushing towards that, and a lot of people say that's why you see physical. The people buying up physical has kind of dropped off.
Investors and shareholders have always been the focal point, ladies and gentlemen. I don't understand why we're.
Oh yeah, he's definitely been listening to fucking Lono, right? And shout out to Ice Viper. Sony makes billions of dollars with Spider-Man Brand New Day. Hey, brother, I heard that movie was actually good. I need to check that shit out. That's why I think I could see the Marvel games going to PC, to be honest with you, right? It's funny how he's talking about how he could see the Xbox games going over to PlayStation. I'm saying the same thing with their PC ports, and we know what Hiroki Totoki, I think he said. He said, you know, it's a case-by-case basis.
Just now understanding that situation, that shareholders and investors are now all of a sudden like, what? They're catering to? What? In the land of make-believe? What? Like, no.
Be a good consumer.
Okay.
Oh, they've always mattered. It's a corporation. They are not our friends. We are
no shit.
Consumers. We have to hold them accountable to a point, but we can only
but you're not doing that. You're up here making excuses.
hold them accountable for so much, right? Yes, we can vote with our wallets, this, that, and the other, and that'll help a little bit, but ultimately, the shareholders and investors will always come first, okay? Understand that. And yeah, so again, finishing up that post.
Who doesn't understand that?
Today, we're adding millions more through Vita OS and Hisense, so more people can play on the hardware they already own. So even the Hisense brand are going to be able to access your games.
Oh my God.
We need war.
Yeah, everybody's going to be able to access your games. It's not exclusive to just the Xbox. Like, really? This is the salt that you came with?
Meaning that their focal point, sorry, console players that thought Xbox was going to be more of a dedicated console. That is not the case.
I mean, brother, they could still have a dedicated console, brother. Like, what are we talking about? See, this is what I mean. This is cringe for somebody his age. So he expects Xbox players to be upset because people have options to access the games?
They want to put their stuff out everywhere. And that's why I don't believe that they're going to stick with console exclusives or even streaming exclusives, Game Pass exclusives. Those games are eventually going to be elsewhere. May not be day one, but it is.
And we could say the same thing with PlayStation, right? And shout out to Night of Cypher. Sony is expanding cloud to PC. They aren't leaving. They're shifting strategies. Yeah, that is true. That is very true, right? I know you can play that shit on the Steam Deck and everything, right? It's been that way for a minute. Shout out to Night of Cypher.
Coming elsewhere, right? So keep that in mind. Now, let's shift gears a little bit here because we have a lot of people, like I was talking about, the whole
hopefully we can shift gears to some salt. Like, we're halfway in and you ain't talked about Nathan.
Anti-PlayStation right now because of them going digital and they're not going to have physical going forward from
so here comes the bootlicking section.
January of 2028.
Where even though you say that you're on the side of physical, you're going to start calling out people who are calling out PlayStation for abandoning physical.
And again, I understand the heartache. I understand the gut punch. I was there. But I also took a step back and I understood
the heartache, the gut punch. I mean, holy shit.
We need war.
Did what I needed to
I mean, you took that gut punch, brother. You're out here. You're out here fighting for the corporation.
do for this hobby, whether I like it or not. I mean, you can definitely do what you want. Talk to your local representatives, sign your petitions, take part in whatever you
Talk to my local representatives and talk like, really? Wow.
need to, whatever
And he's been listening to Colin Moriarty.
you think's going to move that ball. But ultimately, we got a lot of people that is harming this movement, ladies and gentlemen. So the people that are upset at me because I'm not doing more, even though what I do is what I do, and I'm not forcing anybody to do one thing or the other, or
So you mean to tell me people have been on your ass, right? And I'm looking at this video. 163 likes, 43 dislikes. Oh, I bet you they're cooking your ass. They're tired of you up here running defense for this corporation.
preaching one thing over the other or becoming a hypocrite like MBG and others.
Oh my God, brother, right?
I'm a corporate bootlicker no matter what.
He stays sneak dissing Hat Guy. To be fair, he's not sneak dissing. He's dropping names.
I'm trying to spread awareness. That's what I've done. I've been factual with everybody out
No, you've been salty about people speaking out about the bullshit that PlayStation's doing.
there. I think you understand that. But let's take a look at a couple examples. These are the grifters and frauds that are harming this movement that you want to matter. You want this movement to do something.
Yeah, another corpo defender.
So it benefits you as a consumer, benefits me, benefits us all as a consumer. I get that.
Oh, so he's calling them out because apparently they're hurting the movement. Let's see this.
These guys are harming you.
Right, and shout out to Ice Viper. He says, I'm going to laugh when these fanboy accounts get erased, when they all go digital. Let's see them defend it then. Oh, brother, they'll find a way. They'll find a way. Rain, sleet, or snow, they will find a way, brother. You should know this. Shout out to Ice Viper.
Your movement. Okay? Let's take a look here. Sevi.
Let's take a look.
Don't even know who this person is. They've been popping up lately, recently.
Aw.
Has a decent
Oh, yeah, shout out to Sevi. She's got you seething.
follower account for whatever reason,
Oh, so you're jealous.
right? And they just
A decent follower account for whatever reason.
repost the IGN deal. Sony's controversial decision to discontinue PlayStation. This is not having any impact on its business now, and it doesn't yada yada yada, right? Let's make PlayStation suffer. ...
Oh, and you took and look at the look on his face. Oh, and you took it personally, right? Let's make PlayStation suffer, Sony, suffer. And you took that personal. Look at this guy like a little bump on a log.
All right.
All right.
All right. Sure. But what's interesting is we have another piece here. I haven't used my PS5 in years. This is from
There's nothing to play on it, dude.
Gamers posted they decided to requote, "Will you power down your PS5 for a week in protest of Sony's all-digital future? A new
Oh, yeah. She's like, don't worry, I haven't used that shit in years.
petition encourages
Maybe she was waiting for a GTA 6, right?
you to pull the plug on PlayStation." That's part of the movement as well. Again, that movement, that blackout happening during the announcement via Netflix for Grand Theft Auto 6, all that sort of stuff as well. But again, the focal point here is
you seething, right? That she wants to see PlayStation suffer, but you have to defend your favorite corpo.
I haven't used my PS5 in years, so these frauds, these shills, these grifters, these attention seekers.
Wow. So she's a fraud because she hasn't used her PlayStation in years? Like, what the fuck? Where's the correlation here?
The ones that want to get the clicks, the views, the likes.
Oh, that's you, and you want to do it by dick riding a corporation.
The followers.
You!
They're new to this, perhaps, because they put their foot in their mouth. You're gonna, let's make them suffer. Well, I haven't used my PlayStation in years anyways. So they're not a true PlayStation fan.
Oh. You're not a real PlayStation fan. They're just a fraud, a shill, and a grifter. If they're a real PlayStation fan, they'd be using your platform to defend PlayStation like me.
AKA, that means that them having an effect on PlayStation isn't gonna
All right, and shout out to Tarnish Gamer, right? He says, you could make an omelet with that egghead. Cook, brother, cook, all right? Cooking with grease, you sure could, all right? Shout out to Tarnish Gamer, man.
have an effect. They may have a little bit more of a reach because of their follower count.
And here he goes, bringing up follower account again. Oh, buddy, he is so jealous.
But they, as a person, who are they to lead any sort of charge?
Well, who are you? Who are you to question them leading a charge? Besides a fucking butthurt fanboy.
Sort of movement when they're a fraud. How does this help? And then when
How are they a fraud? Because they haven't played their PlayStation in years, brother, right? What does that change about what they're saying about PlayStation? And shout out to Ice Viper. I'm pretty sure the team of Big Show doesn't know that the shills and grifters are since that his comeback, or since that's his comeback for everything. I mean, dog. Fraud, shills, and grifters, dog. He's got it. You know, my sources say he actually has that tatted on his body, right? That's actually tatted on it, right? He's got that on his sleeve, man. That and a PlayStation tattoo. I've heard that as well, right? Shout out to Ice Viper. Also, shout out to Razor Ultron. He says, Sigs, how can we get in on the grift over here, brother? I wouldn't know, right?
Nope. Not happening.
I wouldn't know, right? Shout out to Razor Ultron, man. Holy, man. And shout out to Gamer Live Studio. He says, you're not a PlayStation 5 fan because there's nothing to play. Oh, brother. That's a good point. Because it's like, maybe they just haven't given her a reason to turn on her PlayStation in years. What was she going to turn it on for? Astrobot? Sorrows? Ghost of Yote?
Nope. Not happening.
I mean, I can see why that thing ain't been touched in years, right?
People find out that
Right? And also, shout out to Nick Tron, right? He says, Sevi torments my obelisk. I'm not too sure who Sevi is, right? But shout out to Nick Tron. He's a fan of Sevi, right? I've seen her on Twitter here and there, right? Shout out to Nick Tron, man, for real.
these guys are fraud, shills, grifters. They're like,
And look how butthurt he is, by the way.
what's the point of this movement if we got idiots following this? If we got frauds and fakes
But how is she a fraud?
trying to move this? Like, what chance do we have? Do you see how deflating that is and how certain people view this as comical and a laughing stock?
No, that's how people are looking at you.
These kind of folks, they're not held accountable. Everybody's just biting on.
I hammer them.
Oh, he's stealing Lono's whole flow. Hold the daggum. Buddy, you're not holding fucking PlayStation accountable.
Like the sheep they are to this sort of thing because, yeah, they hate PlayStation 2. Well, they're on my side. This is where we draw the lines. Put on the hard hat. Let's get to work here.
I mean, PlayStation did some bullshit, and she said, let's make Sony suffer. And it's got you seething. I mean, he's literally sitting there like a bump on a log.
No, I'm not buying it. But, hey, we have another example here, guys. And this is just one of many. I could have made an hour and a half or longer video.
Oh, yeah, because PlayStation did some bullshit, and everybody's been calling it out, and you're sitting here defending it. So I bet you could go for an hour and a half. The funny thing is, this was supposed to be an Xbox fucking salty batch files or whatever the hell he calls it. But there's been no salt, by the way. Right? Shout out to Strub Dog. Accountable. This is the internet, brother. The land of the virtue signaling, right? holding the daggum company accountable. Meanwhile, these corporations are getting money hand over fist laughing, right? I mean, it's crazy, man. Insane. Shout out to Strub Dog. And also shout out to Gamer Life Studio. He says XVault Gamer is nothing but a fraud gamer in general. Yeah, you know, it's funny. He's a fraud, a grifter, right? You know what I mean? I hate to use the word grift, right? Let me stop. But he definitely is a fraud, and he definitely is a shill. I will say that much, right? Shout out to Gamer Life Studio. And I see Yaka talking about the Falcons. Hey, listen, I'm not even getting into that.
Just all these back and forth hypocritical posts. But here we have Duck Fu, right?
I mean, but you've been hypocritical in this video because you say that you're an ally and you understand the pros of physical, but you're literally calling out people who are just speaking out about it on Twitter. It's Twitter. It's fucking social media. Like, it was made for people to give their opinions, and you're seething because people are saying negative stuff about PlayStation.
States, I promise to never own another Sony product again, with a smiling teeth emoji.
And you took that personally.
When Genki's re-quoting the CFO Lin Tao, saying,
Oh, and what's wrong with him saying that?
that backlash over PlayStation
I know, Yakov. Good to see you, man.
physical disc production in 2028 has had no impact on their business, etc., right? Again, he promises to never own another Sony product again. Like he's done. It makes it seem like he bought a PS5 or even a Pro.
Oh my God.
I am gay for the Pro.
Yeah, it makes it seem like he even bought a PS5 Pro. I mean, is this guy like the PlayStation police? I'm like, holy, man. Right? And shout out to High Jinx. This is giving that J-Tech energy about stop killing games. I seen that. I need to check that video out, man. Shout out to Gar. I heard he made a fucking banger video cooking that boy J-Tech, man, for real, for real. Shout out to High Jinx, man. And also, shout out to Strub Dog. He says, try looking up XVault's trophies. It's nothing. I don't be looking up people's trophies, but I can already tell just by looking at him, right? I don't know. I can kind of just sense it. I mean, just look at this freeze frame right here. This freeze frame tells you everything that you need to know, man. Shout out to Strub Dog.
And then he's buying games all the time, right? Digital and physical, maybe accessories, dual sense controllers.
Well, most people don't take it that far. Most people just see the tweet and they see that this guy says he promises to never own another Sony product. And they're just like, okay, right. We can definitely understand why he's made that decision, why he's making this statement.
The VR2, all that sort of stuff, right? What is Soldier? What?
We need war.
No, that's you. That's you. And you've gotten too big for your britches. You're over here calling out Hat Guy, right?
I'm a corporate bootlicker no matter
Calling
what.
out Hat Guy and everything when you're just a foot soldier. I mean, what are we doing here? Where's the soul?
A frontline fighter for the console gamer, for the PlayStation
No, that's you. That's you frontline fighting for PlayStation.
gamer, right? Well, let's just hold that thought for half a second
No, yeah, well, at least he's fighting for the gamers. You're fighting for the corpo.
here. We also have down below, have you jailbroken the Sony product you have already yet? Duck Fu. Don't own any Sony products at the moment. Thank goodness. I have in the past, but never again.
W's.
Like a beer thing, like, I don't own any Sony products, but
Oh, and this has you butthurt.
so what's this mean? In the past? What?
It means he don't fuck with Sony. It means he owned Sony products in the past. He don't like the way that they move, so they no longer get his
Money.
I mean, you can read.
PS3, PS2, PS1,
Oh my
the
God.
PSP Go, the Vita?
You sound like a PS5 cheerleader.
Look at this guy, PlayStation stepping. He's really trying to back this guy into a fucking corner. What PlayStation did you own? Was it the PlayStation 2? Was it the Vita?
What are we talking about? When was the last
He's talking about how he's happy that he no longer owns any Sony products, and that shit has you seething.
time you owned a Sony product? So who are you?
Is he auditing a guy on Twitter? Yes, he's auditing a PlayStation guy. I think he's about to challenge him now.
What are we talking about? When was the last time you owned a Sony product? So who are you to say that you're done owning a Sony product ever again?
Wow.
Be a good consumer.
I mean,
I'm
brother,
a corporate bootlicker no matter what.
who are you to say you're never gonna own a Sony product again? A human being with fucking free will? Brother, he's giving his opinion. He's making a statement. Who are you to tell him that he can't say that? Is this guy the PlayStation police? And then he wants to sit here and say that he's not defending Sony. That's exactly what you're
You
doing.
had no intention of owning a Sony product. Do we see what we're doing here?
Yeah, we're fanboying and we're corporate bootlicking is what it looks like.
Ladies and gentlemen, These fraud shells grift, everybody LARPing onto it, right? LARPing onto it.
LARPing onto it, brother. It has 146 views, brother. You're seething.
1.6K likes, 18.2K views at the time that I screen capped that.
Oh, and you're salty about it, and you're actually butthurt because this guy is leaving PlayStation and people are giving him likes for it. Crazy.
154 reposts.
Look at you, and look at you seething. Yeah, you should give it a shot. You should get off your knees and give it a shot.
It's
standing up for yourself for once.
sad. It's pathetic. These guys are
Projection.
harming your guys' movement. You want true movement.
Your guys' movement. I thought you were a part of the movement, right? The mask done slipped off.
I've let you guys know what you need to do in multiple videos. All right? That's what you need to do. I'm for it. I'm an advocate for it. If you need.
So when did XVault last own an Xbox? Because he's always talking bad about Xbox and PC. That's a good point, right? By that logic, he can't say Nathan about PC. He don't have a PC.
To move over to another platform and ecosystem.
But to be fair, I guess he does have a PC because he makes these dog shit videos. I don't know.
I am there for it. I understand why. I understand your movement direction because I cannot.
Obviously, you don't understand because you see people speaking out saying they're done with PlayStation and you're getting butthurt about it.
Defend Sony in this regard. This is not.
That's what you've done this whole entire video. That's literally all that you've done this whole entire video, right? And shout out to Nick Ron. Damn bro, Baldy, work that poll.
You sound like a PS5 cheerleader.
Listen, PlayStation's their anthem, their ride or die. He's really seething that these people are mad at PlayStation,
The Sony of old. I can't defend it, right? As far as.
Oh, did he just say they're not the Sony of old?
In this regard, this is not the Sony of old. I can't defend it.
But you are doing that right now.
Right? As far as their decisions, as far as their future plans, I don't like it.
Oh, you don't like
I
it.
can't defend it. But also,
But that's what you've done.
so again, like I've stated in the past, the other choices I have are not for me. This is the only choice.
Oh, okay, that's you. So be quiet. There's other people who have different opinions. And shout out to Hijinks. You can't criticize Sony if you aren't a prisoner like me. I mean,
You sound like a PS5 cheerleader.
preach, man, preach. That's what it's looking like. Only the PlayStation gawkers have a say when it comes to all this. I mean, it's insane, man. Shout out to Hijinks.
Choice I have right now. I'm not saying I love it all the time, right? I do enjoy the first party games. I'm a big Marvel fan. I'm looking forward to Wolverine. All right, I'm a huge Marvel fan.
You sound like a PS5 cheerleader.
I mean, wow, this did not age well. Wolverine has been getting shit on. And shout out to Alberto. He's always the bridesmaid, never the corpo bride. I mean, dog. He's on his knees for that corpo. I know that much, right? Shout out to Alberto.
This is where most of the Marvel games are at, and in great quality. As well as other great first party games. Most of the time they hit
quality.
out of the park. Do they have their
Not from the shit that I've seen on Twitter.
steps and misses? Absolutely. But there's nothing
But we never hear you talk about those missteps and misses, right? I mean, Spider-Man 2 was a buggy mess.
on Xbox. I don't like Gears, and I know there's a lot of you guys out there that love the Gears series, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for me, I cannot stand that series. Not a fan. I keep trying and trying and trying to get into that series. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it takes a few more tries. Sometimes that happens with IPs, right?
It's because it's Ecobot games.
It's just not for me at all. You know what I mean?
Is he looking forward to Marvel's Blade? Oh, brother.
Nope. Not happening.
You know the answer to
As
that.
well as a couple other IPs in there, and I kept buying stuff because it was the forbidden fruit. I got Sea of Thieves.
Wow.
Be a good consumer.
Yeah, I kept buying stuff. Wow. Listen to this old man talk about exclusives.
Couple other IPs in there, and I kept buying stuff because it was the forbidden fruit. I got
The forbidden fruit.
We need war.
This is so cringe.
Sea of Thieves. I got Grounded.
All right. And shout out to Strub Dog. He says, I want a war between the GTA fans and ponies in November. Brother, that's going to be interesting. Who do you guys think will win? Who do you guys? I think they're the same, right? I think they've somewhat merged together, right? I've told you guys they view GTA 6 as a goddamn PlayStation exclusive.
That sort of stuff. I cannot stand these games. They're so bad. If this is what I had to offer on my plate of gaming, and I'm missing out on all the first party and other stuff that's
Right? And shout out to Nick Ron. He says, who gave these bozos the right to procreate? Hey, listen, you're asking the greater questions, right? I can't get into that, all right? Shout out to Nick Ron, man. I guess, freedom of will, as I said earlier, right? Shout out to Nick Ron.
has on their ecosystem, Man, I'd be a miserable gamer personally.
Oh, what did he just say?
This is what I had to offer on my plate of gaming, and I'm missing out on all the first party and other stuff that Sony has on their
All the first party, you guys get 1 to 2 tentpole titles.
ecosystem.
Are you talking about Saros and Wolverine?
Man, I'd be a miserable gamer personally.
Oh, but you are a miserable gamer. That's literally what you are. Just look at you conceiving this whole entire video.
It's not for me. I don't want a game on PC. Nintendo, they have some okay first-party games.
I mean, at least they actually have exclusives.
But guess what? I'm missing those Marvel games and then some again. So we're right back in the same boat. I have a Switch 2. I have a PC. I primarily play on PlayStation. I have no need for an Xbox. You can play.
And you see how it all comes back to Xbox. Like, I mean, holy, right? And shout out to Day Reezy. Gears aren't for you old dude with the old news, brother. He's probably on there getting felted, brother. They probably felted his ass real quick. Shout out to Day Reezy.
All of those games, or near all of those games, from the Xbox.
Remember, he purchased Concord twice. I thought he purchased it 3 times, right? And shout out to Never Be Game Over. He is a younger version of the End from Metal Gear Solid 3. I mean, dog, y'all are cooking this, man. Insane, man. Shout out to Never Be Game Over. Also, shout out to Rex Lawn, who gave this clown the internet. Well, I'm pretty sure he has a job, and you know, this is his content. It's crazy how he thinks that he's like providing salt when really he's just showing up being salty. It's insane. I've never seen anything like it.
Catalog on a PC.
Right? Shout out to Rexlon, Never Be Game Over, and also Day Reezy.
Yes, I prefer console, but if I was desperate, I could play it on PC. Period.
Yeah, period.
But ultimately, guys, that wanted to share these examples, right? These fraud shills, grifters, harming the movement. Do what you got to do. Understand where I'm coming from.
I had to pull this shit up. Now, mind you, this is from the remake, right? I mean, goddamn. Cooking his ass. Cooking. I mean, the nose. He definitely, the nose is there, right? The nose is there for sure. That nose is wicked. And I'll just leave it at that.
I want to, play where I prefer to play. Doesn't mean you have to play there. I'm not trying to convince you to play there. Everybody has.
I mean, brother, but you literally pulled up someone who said that they were never buying another PlayStation product, and you started fucking seething.
Different tastes, and that's fine. This is beyond the console war aspect of things, right?
We need war.
I don't know, brother. It looks like you just been console warring this whole entire time, man. And shout out to Green Post Wire. He says, Wolverine looks like doo-doo. Hey, brother, I agree with you 1,000%. That shit looks ass.
Just
right. Shout out to Green Post Wire.
Get the information out there and the reality of it. And again, I wanted to.
No. You're just trying to damage control for PlayStation.
Again.
And to be fair, you're doing a terrible job at it.
Like in the beginning, where are we at in the state of gaming? It's not our favorite state of gaming, period, right?
Yeah. We've been compromised by all these bootlickers, is what it looks like,
Be a good consumer.
All these good consumers.
Right. This digital era, this streaming era, and everything else that encapsulates. Not my favorite era. I know it's not your guys' favorite era.
Okay, so then why are you pulling up people who are saying that they're done with PlayStation and calling them fraud, shills, and grifters?
Could resort to the days of old and get that true, generational competition between PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo.
We need war.
Those were the days.
Yeah, when you could console war so happily.
Less digital, less this, that, and the other. We had true competition, where in the end...
Yeah, my competition.
Consumers benefited in the end.
Be a good consumer.
And here we...
Yeah. Consumers benefited. They had to go and buy a console just to play a handful of games. It was amazing.
We are with today, but we have those choices to make. Either you stop gaming, or you go to an ecosystem that suits you better, or you just enjoy what you...
It looks like they're going over to PC, and that shit has you so butthurt.
Yeah, because there's still a lot to enjoy with gaming. This isn't a pure negative aspect. It's just different. The landscape has changed. And either we kind of change with...
Yeah, I mean, it's looking like...
Sorry, player. You out of Vaseline now.
It's looking like you guys in that PlayStation ecosystem are out of Vaseline now.
That. And again, yes, there's some negatives to it, but there's also some positives to it, right? Sometimes it's easier to stream.
What?
I'm a corporate bootlicker no matter what.
What are the positives of you guys losing ownership of physical media? See, this is what I mean. I knew it. I knew he would just take the mask off completely.
Negatives to it, but there's also some positives to it, right? Sometimes it's easier to stream, depending where you're at. You're on vacation, you want some down.
But weren't you just talking shit about Xbox for offering streaming options earlier?
time. Sometimes it is nice just to download on the go. You don't have to worry about if you lost your disc. If you let someone borrow your disc, you don't have it back.
Yeah, but having options is the best, right? It's nice to have the option to stream, to play the games digitally, to own it physically. It's nice to have options.
As long as you have your account, you can download the game, play it your will. There's a lot of pros and cons both ways, and I'm sure there's maybe more cons than pros, or maybe there's a more even amount.
Probably more cons than pros.
Sorry, player. You out of Vaseline now.
I mean, this is just a wicked video.
To take a moment and break it all down, we'd have to do that. But
you don't have the mental capacity to do
at
that.
this point of time, and off the top of my head,
Yeah, you rather just defend it.
there's definitely pros and cons both ways around. So, that being said, we will wrap up the video here, guys. I wanted to share all this information with you. Don't be so.
No, you wanted to sit up here, Cope, and see if he's really gonna say, "Don't be salty."
That being said, we will wrap up the video here, guys. I wanted to share all this information with you. Don't be salty. Don't do all this. Don't be weirdos.
Brother, that's what you did this whole video. That's literally you.
Don't be frauds. Don't be shills. Don't be grifters. Understand the reality of the situation. But that's what I'm here.
Right, and shout out to Strub Dog. He's right. My automated torrenting is pretty nice. Hey, brother, shout out to... Hey, you already know what time it is, man. It's been a minute since I torrented some shit, right? I've been doing the direct to download, right? But, hey, you know what time it is. You know what time it is, Strub Dog. The real ones know.
Here to do is present all the factual information, to present the reality of things. There's not a lot of content creators out there like myself that do this sort of thing.
Oh, brother, there's a bunch of bootlickers. Now, to be fair, right, like I said, there hasn't been that many people still defending this shit. A lot of people have just given it up and hung it up. I mean, even Lono somewhat hung it up. But, I mean, here you are, right?
So,
old dude with the old news. I guess you haven't got the memo yet.
I do want you guys to maybe take a moment and be like, you know, is what this guy's saying true? And if you think about it,
no, it's very dented.
It is. It's just the reality of the situation. And again, I'm not telling you one way or the other of what to do, but I'm just presenting the data, the facts. And
You showed no data. You showed some blue sky tweets is what you showed.
do what you need to do.
And then you showed people being done with PlayStation and you started seething about it.
But I do appreciate everybody's support. I do appreciate everybody's time through these videos. If you're new, thank you so much. If you've been here from day one or in the middle or whenever.
Okay. He's just yapping, right? Another dog shit video, right? But I'll give him a like. I'll give him a like. I mean, he was up here working hard, right? Working goddamn triple overtime for goddamn PlayStation.